Foldable phones have gone from futuristic experiments to actual daily drivers, and Motorola has been one of the biggest reasons why. This is the new Motorola Razr 70. A flip phone that's trying to balance style, practicality, and affordability in the foldable market. Before we jump into the phone itself, let's quickly check out what comes inside the box. Motorola includes a charging cable, some documentation, the SIM ejector tool, and depending on your region, you may also get a protective case. Let's finally take a closer look at the phone itself and see what the Motorola Razr 70 is really all about. The first thing you notice about it is just how compact it feels when folded. That's still the magic of flip phones. You close it, and suddenly your large smartphone becomes something that comfortably fits into almost any pocket. Motorola clearly understands the emotional side of foldables. This phone feels stylish in a way that most slab phones simply don't anymore. Opening the phone with one hand is possible, although it is really difficult and it still takes a bit of practice. The hinge feels tighter and more refined this year. Motorola says the hinge is titanium reinforced, and honestly it does feel more solid compared to earlier Razr generations. The Razr 70 also gets IP48 protection, meaning it can survive splashes and offers improved dust resistance, which has always been one of the biggest concerns with foldables. The matte finish on the back helps with fingerprints, and the overall build quality feels surprisingly premium, considering this is the standard Razr model and not the Ultra. When folded, the phone feels thick, but in a satisfying way, almost like carrying a compact gadget instead of a giant screen in your pocket. And honestly, every single time you flip this phone open in public, people still look at it. The Razr 70 feels less like a tech demo and more like a finished product. Motorola has finally reached the point where the design feels mature. Now let's talk about one of the most important parts of any flip phone, the outer display. The new Razr comes with a 3.6-inch external AMOLED display, and this is honestly what changes the entire experience. Unlike older foldables where the cover screen felt limited, this display is actually useful. You can reply to messages, check notifications, control music, use navigation, access widgets, and even open full apps without unfolding the phone. And after using it for a while, I realized something interesting. I was opening the phone way less than expected. Outdoors visibility is also solid, and the Gorilla Glass protection gives some peace of mind. The panel itself is bright, colorful, and smooth thanks to the 90Hz refresh rate. Compared to most foldables in this price category, Motorola still has one of the best external screen experiences. The outer display is not just a gimmick anymore, it actually changes how you use the phone daily. Open the Razr 70 and you get a massive 6.9-inch AMOLED display. This screen is bright, sharp, colorful, and honestly just fun to use. The 120Hz refresh rate makes scrolling feel smooth, animations look fluid, and overall performance feels fast. Motorola's display tuning is excellent here. Colors pop without looking oversaturated, blacks are deep, and watching videos on this thing feels immersive. The crease is still there. But let's be realistic, every flip foldable still has a visible crease. But the good news is that after a few minutes of use, your brain kind of ignores it. For content consumption, social media, and multitasking, the display experience is genuinely enjoyable. And because this phone folds, there are also some unique ways to use it. You can partially fold the phone for flex mode, which is perfect for watching videos, taking hands-free photos, video calls, or recording content without a tripod. This is where foldables start making sense beyond just looking cool. I still think Motorola has one of the cleanest software experiences on foldables. The UI feels simple, lightweight, and optimized for this form factor. The Motorola Razr 70 is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 7450X processor. And while this isn't a flagship chipset, performance is actually pretty solid. Apps open quickly, multitasking feels smooth, and everyday tasks are handled easily. You can play popular games without major issues, although this isn't really a hardcore gaming phone. The focus here is clearly balance, efficiency, thermals, and battery life rather than raw power. And honestly, for most users that's completely fine. One area where foldables usually struggle is battery life. But this is not a case here, and it actually surprised me. With moderate to heavy use, I was consistently getting through a full day. And because the outer display handles so many quick interactions, you actually save battery by opening the main screen less often. Here's what I really liked about the Motorola Razr 70. Number 1, the design. This is one of the most fun phones to use right now. Number 2, the outer display. It's actually practical and changes daily usage. Number 3, battery life. For a flip phone, this battery performance is genuinely impressive. Number 4, display quality. Its smooth colors pop, blacks are deep, and watching videos on this thing feels immersive. And finally, the flexibility, comfort of use, and foldable form factor. Now for the downsides. The crease is still visible, but at least not annoying during use. The processor is good but not flagship level. Some apps still don't fully optimize for the external display. Very difficult to open it with one hand. Long-term durability is also still a question mark for foldables in general, even though Motorola has improved the hinge significantly. The bezels around the screen could definitely be thinner, as they make the front design look a bit less modern compared to some competitors. The Razr 70 features a dual camera setup with a 50 megapixel main camera and a secondary ultra-wide camera. And honestly, the camera experience is better than expected. Daylight shots look sharp, colorful, and detailed, with just a slight bit of over-sharpening noticeable in some scenes, but nothing too aggressive or distracting. Motorola tends to boost contrast and saturation slightly, but social media photos come out looking vibrant and ready to post. Dynamic range is solid. Macro shots are decent, but they could be better considering the phone includes a dedicated macro mode. There's a noticeable lack of sharpness in close-up details. Video quality is stable and clean in good lighting, although low-light video still struggles a bit with noise and detail. A huge plus is the presence of OIS stabilization, which is still not very common in phones at this price range and helps noticeably with both photos and videos. But the biggest disadvantage, on the other hand, is the lack of 4K 60fps video recording, which feels like a noticeable omission at this point. You still need to keep it in mind while recording and avoid too many intense camera movements. Lowlight performance is decent. Not flagship level, but definitely usable. The quality and sharpness of low-light photos are very good. Colors also look natural, and I like that the phone doesn't try to turn night into day with overly bright processing. Lowlight video is usable, but you'll notice softer details and more noise compared to flagship devices. Overall, the cameras are reliable. Not industry leading, but definitely more than good enough for everyday users and content creators. So should you buy the Motorola Razr 70? If you want the absolute best performance and camera system for the money, there are traditional flagship phones that make more sense. But if you want a smartphone that actually feels different, compact, stylish, and fun to use every single day, the Razr 70 is one of the most interesting phones you can buy right now. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Would you actually switch to a foldable phone in 2026? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.